taking back the crown. I'm all dressed up and naked. I see what's mine and take it. Keepers, losers, reapers. Oh yeah, the crown. So close I can taste it. I see what's mine and take it. Keepers, losers, reapers. Oh yeah.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, the Ninja Reviewer here. Time for another exciting review of RWBY, Volume 5, Chapter 4. So this chapter, or this week's chapter of RWBY, well, on YouTube, not really earlier around there, since I usually wait until YouTube usually gets them, so the whole public can see without officially being a member of the Rooster Teeth family. So without further ado, let's just get this started. So basically, though, when it comes to this episode, it's a very simple premise, yet it is really cool at the same time. The first is that we actually get to see Yang finally get some action in this actual season. Finally, her actual fight in the season, which I actually did like, was actually pretty cool. We got some action sequences with Yang actually, finally, when actually following into the bandits hideout, apparently it's Yang's mom who is the actual leader that she actually finds out of the actual bandit tribe. And she actually goes out there and she starts, pretty much whooping some ass after finding out that she's been deceived and pretty much all that stuff. So pretty much like after, beating almost everyone except for the leader, she actually asks the leader, yo, take me to her. Because she's my mom. I doubt she's gonna, obviously hurt me that easily. Or well, not hurt me that easily, but actually, hurt her own daughter without hearing her out first. So basically, she actually goes with the actual bandits to basically go with her to actually meet her. And we already know that it is her mom, Raven. Oh boy, Raven. Yo, oh my god, this woman is a piece of work. Oh, let me tell you, Raven. Oh man, I so cannot wait to see when they're actually gonna somehow fight against her, because she has a very powerful presence. Like, I can tell you that right now. So that's gonna be pretty exciting. Well, before we actually get to the actual conclusion to this actual chapter, we also have RWBY and the gang actually doing, well, not RWBY and the gang, but mainly RWBY learning how to fight with hand-to-hand combat without basically using her Grim Rose whatsoever. So pretty much she's not gonna, so basically, because if you remember from the last chapter, Ozpin wanted for her to actually fight fist to fist, blow for blow, toe to toe, without using any kind of weapon whatsoever. So that's why RWBY had to get in some training, even though she was fighting, the Oscar version before fighting off against, Ozpin pretty much. So she had to go a little bit more easier on him, because he's not really used to having two souls in one body. So his body isn't really used to that yet. But then when he actually finally gets into gear and actually takes control, RWBY pretty much just gets her ass handed. So the only way for her to actually get stronger is to basically go through this kind of training to actually make her into, to get her concentrated, to actually make her fight without using, her Grim Rose pretty much. So with that being said, though, we also have that going on within this as well. So also, what's really interesting about Ozpin saying that, also love the fact how Ozpin kind of hits that, Juwan, sorry for the stuttering, I do apologize for that. Juwan's semblance, okay? Juwan's semblance, I'm really hoping does get unlocked sometime soon, because again, Ozpin somewhat says, he keeps hinting it, that it is going to be a possibility that it is going to be unlocked. And then finally, so that was actually pretty cool. I really did like that. So hopefully Juwan does get a semblance quite soon, because that's actually pretty hype right there. I really want to see exactly what it's going to be. Maybe he'll have to unlock it with there's like a certain kind of event or a serious crisis going on. My guess is here that's pretty much the only way that it could be sort of unlocked, pretty much. So we're just going to have to see when the story progresses if that's going to be the case. And then last but not least, let's talk about finally Yang reuniting with WEISS. That was a very cute reunion. I really did like the fact that finally that at least two of the main cast members have finally been reunited again. And the way they actually built this tension up between daughter and mother was actually quite cool. Also, we find out that she wants to use Raven as a means of transportation to finally meet with Ruby again. But of course, her mother's going to deny it because, like, no matter what, you must not meet up with your sister because of certain circumstances. So I'm going to assume this means that there's also something within Ruby that's going to be unlocked or something like that, where something's going to happen where her weapon's not going to work, or maybe just like what happened in Volume 3, where she went completely batshit insane, which is, you know, at that very last second where everything was a blur after that. So I'm going to assume it may have to do something with that, which is the real reason why she's kind of hiding that shit. And I'm really glad that WEISS actually got out of that cage. I was actually really happy because I'm like, oh, please don't tell me she has to be saved by, like, Yang, because that'll just make her character, like, this whole damsel in distress thing. But nope, they actually nailed it quite well with WEISS, and she was able to escape, you know, with that on her own, because I guess she pretty much wanted to wait for the right opportunity, which is the reason why, you know, for purposes why she got captured in the first place, so she was able to use it, especially, you know, the seeing her friend again. It was a very cute reunion. I did like the way they hugged and stuff. Like, it was a very long time that they actually have seen each other since that incident, so I don't blame them for getting a little emotional. So then, that's pretty much what we have here for this entire episode. And for the battle sequences, they were actually really cool. I really did like, you know, the stuff going on with, like, Yang fighting on most of the bandits that were working on the Raven. That was actually pretty cool. The little train sequence stuff that we actually got, and of course, like, the reunion, which I really did like. Finally, the progression of Yang and WEISS reunion. Just come on, man, we just need 2 more of our ladies right now, and then we have our main cast finally back together, which I am looking forward to that. Overall, I give this chapter a 4.5 out of 5. Actually, a very great plus chapter, because it really gets to show you how imitating Raven could really be as a character, how much she doesn't really give a shit about her own daughters, basically. You know, she's pretty much, I guess she kind of reminds me of like a female version of Madara from like Naruto, pretty much, like in that OP sort of sense. But yeah, other than that, you know, it was actually a pretty great episode. Glad they finally reunited, and the training looks like it's going to be quite an interesting one. I mean, a lot of stuff. So yeah, this episode actually got me pretty hyped though. Really great episode. 4.5 out of 5. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of this week's episode of RWBY, Volume 5, Chapter 4, and I'll see you guys next week for Chapter 5. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Click the bell to join the squad, boys. Get notifications of my videos. Follow my social media plugins and my gamer tags as well. Peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky is the limit. And my manga fans, keep supporting Rich Video What You Watch, and that's it. Bye.